I know a lot of people on the internet make fun of the Glock 1911 as being a joke, but Glock actually makes a 1911. It's called the Model 36. Let's take a look. I think you guys might be surprised. Mm-hmm. Yep, 6 shots, all right. Really interesting pistol. You know, the Model 36 has actually been in Glock's line for quite some time. It's been around a good minute. It's a single stack 45 ACP. So it's one of those weird guns. It's sort of its own animal in its own regard. You know, it's just this odd little 6-shot single stack gremlin that some people either love or hate depending on how you look at it. We thought we'd make this video just to show that the Glock Model 36 exists. You know, with the advent of things like the 42, the 43, you got the 43X, you got the 48, other single stack offerings that Glock has come out with in recent years. I think a lot of people tend to forget that the 9mm and the 380s weren't their first single stack pistol. The 36, as far as I know, is the first single stack pistol that Glock ever came out with in 45 ACP. And they still make this particular gun. It's in their catalog now. They still offer it. I don't think they offer a single stack 10mm, although that would be pretty interesting. I know they have a subcompact 45 ACP and a subcompact 10mm, but you know, this is the only large frame single stack pistol that I'm aware of that Glock makes is the 36 and 45 ACP. So you have to put one in the chamber and fill the magazine up to get to the standard capacity of a 1911. So it is a little bit lacking on the capacity, but the feel of the gun in your hand is great. It's got a nice, you know, thin frame on it. The slide is not too terribly long or thick. You know, and Barry used to carry a 36 from time to time. He owned a 36 and liked it quite a bit. And, you know, it's one of those weird oddball Glock designs that, you know, it doesn't have that ultra short length in terms of the barrel and the slide length that you would see on something like a 43 or 42. So it's got a little, you know, definitely got a little bit more barrel length, which is cool. And I've always felt that the short stubby Glocks, like the 26s and the 30, and then I think the 29 is also a subcompact. Yeah, it is. You're getting into like the 10mm 45. And then you got the 27, which is a subcompact 40 cal, and then the 26 is a subcompact 9mm. You get into the subcompacts, those short stubby barrels can be very accurate. And you know, these guns possess some very good inherent accuracy potential. So you don't really win very much in the capacity department, but I think they make up for it in the concealability and the comfort level of the gun, and man, just the dang accuracy of these little pistols.
Well, and you're slinging bowling balls too.
What's that?
You're slinging bowling balls too, so I mean, that's something to be said.
That's right. I've liked this particular pistol, and I've always thought they're cool, and I'm glad we can, you know, finally make a video on this one. I pulled that one. But man, great shooter. I mean, for personal defense ranges, if you have to have a 45 and you hate the 1911, but you just got it in your mind that you want a single stack and you want a Glock, then this is your gun. It's the Glock 1911 that never was. But in a good way. I'm not making fun of it. I think it's a cool pistol.
I'm trying to load mags back here, and I got bowling ball cases coming back and trying to hit me in the face.
That's right. Ah! All right, what do we got here?
That is Winchester Defender.
PDX?
Yep, 230 grain bonded jacketed hollow points.
All right, so a good proper carry load here. Maybe I can do my part and actually shoot this gun with some decent regularity here.
Well, you know, 45 hollow points because 45 isn't big enough by itself. I mean.
That's right. I pulled that shot.
That load seems like it's a little bit more stout, huh?
That load is it's got a little bit of power behind it. Let me try a little bit more here. I will say this gun's a bit of a handful for its light size, its thin profile. It's got some recoil, you know, definitely does. But I like it. I don't know why. I like this pistol. All right, let me see if I can pull out my big boy mitts here. Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's getting you out of here. That's definitely getting you out of here.
Yeah, try some of that Freedom, just full metal jacket stuff.
Okay.
And I'll load you up
Full
some more
metal
of the
jacket. All right.
HPs.
Yeah, I don't know if I would you know, want to be in some 30 or 40 yard gunfight with a pistol with this, but for close up personal defense, you know, right on top of you type thing.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely something that's hard to deny about a bowling ball flying through the air at you. Pretty neat. Not too terrible.
Try those try that watermelon and sodas real quick.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got some soft targets we got to take care of.
That's
This
some
gun
more,
may not be for everybody.
Yeah, that's some more of the hollow points.
Okay. Watermelon, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, you know, it's just an oddball Glock offering that I feel like a lot of people tend to forget it exists. And, yeah, Glock has continued to make this pistol, which I think speaks volumes. Either it means they're selling them or they just keep making them. I don't know.
Well, those are also Gen 3 guns, are they not?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Gen 3. The magazine capacity leaves a bit to be desired. But there's just something about this pistol I like. I think it's cool. All right, take out the rest of our sody pops. Maybe. There we go. Just to the left of it. There we go.
Yeah.
I will say this, in the accuracy department, I think a good 1911 is definitely a hard contender to beat. If you are going to contend with a single stack magazine and limited capacity, is it as accurate as a 1911? Heck no, not even close.
I mean, that's more comparable to probably like, well, actually the barrel's probably a little bit shorter than a standard Commander, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Man, it peppered that gopher. See how hard that round hit him? Look at that. That gopher's like, no. There is something you just definitely cannot deny. 230 grains of lead flying down range and hitting something. I'd be really curious to see how this gun would perform in ballistics gel with something like a 180 grain Corbon or some of the, you know, Lehigh offerings or Underwood or something that's, you know, kind of lighter weight and a little bit more speed going to see what kind of performance we could get out of this gun. All right, we got a few sodas left.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right.
Definitely a personal defense gun.
It is definitely a personal defense
Now
gun.
that one's a smorgasbord. That's got 2 hollow points, 1 Browning, and then 3 Freedoms.
All right, you got it. We just thought this would be a fun video to make, guys, on the 36.
You want to shoot any more?
Oddball gun. Load some more if you want. I'll shoot it. Takes a minute when you're only doing 6 rounds at a time. Man, you know, at like 15 yards, 7 to 15 yards, this thing is an absolute bullet delivery device. It is superbly accurate. Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Very neat. You know, the question is, what kind of niche does this gun fit into? You know, is it for like the 1911 guy who likes a single stack 45 but doesn't like 1911s? Well, I guess that wouldn't make you a 1911 guy, would it? I don't know. Is it for a FUD that doesn't like double stack mags? I don't know. Is it for somebody that just has to have a 45 but they want something nice and slim? Not sure. But I do know one thing. There's something about the Model 36 that just intrigues me. It's such a neat pistol. I like it, you know, and I immediately drew a comparison between this and my subcompact M&P 45. Now, that's a 45 frame. That's a double stack frame from Smith & Wesson with the M&P. I love that particular pistol. Man, it is so accurate. It's got some capacity, which is great. Even on the small end of the magazine capacity, with a double stack frame, you're still in like an 8 or 9 shot mag, I want to say, in the subcompact with the double stack. But with this, I mean, you got 6 in the mag and 1 in the spout, makes 7 shots. Yeah, you're losing around off of the M&P compact in the double stack frame. Or if you look at what's the subcompact 45? Is that the 29 or the 30? I think it's the 29.
I think it's the. Well, it's the 20.
It's one of those. I
can't remember.
I always get my Glock numbers mixed up, but like even if you compare this to a subcompact Glock 45 ACP, this is much more concealable. So, you know, the only comparison I can draw to is my M&P because I really love that particular pistol. But when you draw that comparison directly, I believe this gun does have a place. I mean, you're losing a round or two of capacity over just a standard M&P, but it's nice and slim.
Yeah, the benefit though of that M&P though is you can stick those 14 round mags in there too.
That's right.
But it is a wider frame.
It is a wider frame. So I guess it's always a tomato comparison. Guys, there's so many different things out there that will work for you as a concealed carry kind of person or somebody who's wanting to protect yourself and your family. There's so many options out there. It can be a daunting task to sort through all of this stuff. So, you know, hopefully that gives you a little bit of perspective about where I feel the 36 kind of sits in the line. This is Glock's first single stack. I like it. I think it's a great gun. The 43, the 42, the 43X, the 48, those guns get all the attention, but I don't think that's necessarily a merited thing. If you're a big bore guy, you like 45 ACP, I think this is a killer gun. Really nice gun. Guys, thanks for watching today. We really appreciate all of you. Those of you who support us on Patreon, those of you who purchase man cans to support the channel or merchandise such as the shirt I'm wearing over on the website, all of those funds go right back into supporting the channel, supporting what we do. Thank you very much for being a viewer and for watching our channel and for supporting us. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.